and be free. You look back at the season from hell that the Fever had. None of us expected them to be in this situation. None of us expected them to be winning a very close Game 3.
Caitlin Clark just shocked everyone who doubted her. A Fever insider confirmed she's now 100% healed from her groin injury. And here's the wild part. The Indiana Fever are heading to the WNBA Finals, and Clark herself just announced she's shooting up. That's right, she's back. And this changes everything. The whole league is officially on notice. Now here's the real question. If you were Indiana's coach, would you risk playing Caitlin Clark in the finals? Because let's be honest, nobody wants to face a healthy Caitlin Clark. That arena in Indiana, it's already insane. And with her back, it's going to be unstoppable.
When she does come back, do you feel like?
I would not want to play the Indiana Fever, especially with a healthy Caitlin. I mean, that building, I got a little taste of it last year. And doing the Final Four, shows when she's on the court, when someone can really change the game in a couple moments like she can. She could be quiet for 10 minutes and then pop, pop, pop. It's 4 threes and the game's out of reach. And I think what the Fever are doing without her, that's going to help them in the future too, knowing that they can win a game when she's not on the court or she's not, at her best. So yeah, that Fever team, I would not.
The Indiana Fever were never supposed to be here. Not this year. Not with injuries piling up, a young roster, and analysts calling them nothing more than fringe playoff hopefuls. And when Caitlin Clark went down with that groin injury, most experts didn't just lower expectations, they completely shut the book on Indiana. But the Fever never got that memo. Instead of folding, they fought through the toughest stretch of their season. Aaliyah Boston started owning the paint like she was back at South Carolina. Kelsey Money Mitchell proved why her name is Money, draining clutch shots when the game was on the line. And Odyssey Sims turned into the calming veteran leader, making the kind of gritty plays that change entire series. And now, against all odds, Indiana's in the WNBA Finals, already historic. But then came the announcement that shook the sports world. Caitlin Clark is back. Think about how crazy that is. The same media that swore her season was done now has to eat their words. The same haters who laughed when she limped off the court now have to watch her return on the biggest stage. And this isn't just a nice storyline. It's a full-blown power shift. Clark changes everything. Her range stretches defenses to the parking lot. Her vision unlocks Boston and Mitchell. Her leadership lifts everyone wearing a Fever jersey. Even at 80%, her presence forces defenses into impossible choices. Leave her open, pay the price. Double Boston, Clark buries you. Help on Mitchell, she'll make you regret it. Every possession becomes a nightmare. And here's the part that really rattles the super teams in Vegas and New York. They thought they dodged a bullet. Indiana proved they could reach the finals without Clark. Now they have to face them with Clark back in the mix. That's demoralizing before the ball even tips. But this wasn't luck, it was strategy. Indiana only submitted 11 players for their playoff roster when the league allows 12. Everyone thought it was a mistake. Turns out it was genius. That empty slot left the door open for Clark's return. She was never gone, just waiting on the inactive list. And now, the Fever's gamble has paid off at the perfect moment. That's not just smart basketball. That's showmanship.
Walk there to the stanchion.
Groin injuries aren't easy. They linger, they flare up, and they test conditioning. The Fever know they're taking a risk bringing Caitlin Clark back. But here's the truth. Even a limited Clark still demands insane respect. Put her on one leg, and defenses still guard her from 25 feet out. That presence alone makes her worth the gamble. And let's be real, this isn't just Indiana's decision. The WNBA knows what's at stake. Clark in the finals means ratings, headlines, and money the league has never seen before. It's business, pure and simple. Fans know it too. Social media is exploding. Practice clips are going viral. The announcement of her return got more traction than half the playoffs combined. Love her or hate her, everyone is talking about Caitlin Clark. But here's the twist. Her return doesn't just spotlight her, it exposes the league's insecurities. We've already seen coaches punished just for praising Clark. She's bigger than the WNBA right now, and that makes some people very uncomfortable. The Fever don't care about politics, though. They care about winning. And Clark makes everyone around her better. Boston gets single coverage. Mitchell gets space on the perimeter. Sims doesn't have to carry the load. And even role players like Sophie Cunningham become harder to guard. That's why opponents are terrified. Indiana already proved they could reach the finals without Clark. Now they're adding back the most impactful player in women's basketball. That's not just scary, it's unfair. The haters are officially out of excuses. They said she was overhyped. They said she wasn't built for the pros. But here she is, shooting up for the finals in year 2. Not cheering from the sidelines, playing. That's poetic. The move is gutsy, no doubt. If Clark looks rusty or gets hurt again, critics will pounce. Indiana could have played it safe, saved her for next year. Instead, they chose belief over caution. And that tells you everything about how far this franchise has come. From 5-win seasons in empty arenas to betting it all on greatness. And honestly, they might be right. Vegas and New York don't look invincible. Add Clark to Indiana's fight, and suddenly the super teams don't look so super. Now think legacy. Even if Clark doesn't drop 40, just stepping back on the final stage makes this one of the most iconic moments in league history. Year 2, injured, counted out, then walking back into the spotlight when it matters most. That's the stuff of legends. Fans will never forget it. Clark didn't need this for her reputation. She was already the face of the league. She was already breaking records. Coming back in the finals is about something bigger. It's about proving she's here to compete, to win, and to rewrite the script. The haters swore this wouldn't happen, and now it is right in front of them, and there's nothing they can do about it.